Okay, so this is my timeline. As you can see, it have many details, but I'm going to first tell him very shortly, and then me, myself, David, is going to tell you specifically each point and each fact. Okay, so for start, here's me with 7 years old. I was a little chunky, little, beautiful. I used to have many hats because I was it's difficult to say, but moving forward, here is when I have 9 years old. As you can see here, I dress more like this with shirts and pants, and very, I don't know if I can say elegant, but something like that. And then 11 years old, it's like almost the same. Then 13 years old, as you can see here, and it's a bag as you can see here. And for example, I grow my hair to forward the years. So as so for example, I'm here with 11, with 13, and finally with 15, 16. I use this hat because I have so many hair. So for don't have to brush it like every day, I like to use the hat now. But to more important things, let's have David to explain more about myself.
So, this is my timeline. As you can see, the wall will come joining all the photos that are connected to each other. In each photo, you can see how old I am, as an additional, and for some reason this is crucial, I don't know. There are a total of 5 photos that are what I consider to be the most significant changes and stages of my life. I choose wool since I find it interesting how it is. Apart from being a material for many garments, it can be patched and woven to continue growing as well as our lives. Yeah, it's not an innovation, but it's not antiquated at all. But getting to the point, where I show the most changes at first place is in my clothes, since I have gone through various styles up to the current one, which is what you see now. I have never really cared about clothes so much since now. I don't like going to crowd places and show my clothes or things like that. In fact, most of the time, I'm in shorts and flip-flops since I find very comfortable. I feel very unique and even rare for thinking that about of clothes. I just put them on when what I like, really. In the part of hobbies, before I practiced sportly swimming until the age of 13, which was when I got bored and realized that I stopped liking practicing the sports in an Olympic way. For a moment, I feel like I was forced to continue doing the same thing every day. I feel like I was blowing a fuse. So, I decided to go out. I spent like 1 year without doing anything until I got into CrossFit. At first, it was to accompany my sister, but over the time, I started to like it. And with even notice, I was going there for 2 years. Improving my physical state is like my new ambition or something. Habits are what I think are the least changes of all. Since although now I'm more responsible, I do not think there is such big changes in this. Sometimes I get across different situations that involve me getting lost somewhere, but it's kinda normal if you don't pay attention to the indications. Nothing difficult, just helping with the office at home, going alone to some relative close places, and going to pay or buy different products. And finally, my beliefs, which are the last and most important of all. Since it was with the maturity that I have acquired in all these years that I have what determined who I am and what I want, having different points of view and intentions really helped me thinking a problem. I realized that I'm a very calm person. I don't like going to parties or being with many people. I prefer to go for a walk alone, listening music or just thinking about everything. It's very relaxing, in fact. And I think it's one reason why I feel so mature now. Before, I believed that happiness was a path to be reached, but over time, I realized that happiness is only an emotion that fills our being that can be at any time in our lives. that sometimes that we look for things that we already have, and that thing that many people look for is the intention of being itself, or inner peace, in other words. I feel that with this, all the greatest concerns of the humans being disappear, and he can reveal his true identity to the world and his society. Finding that path is not easy, but when I finally do, I felt very complete with who I am and what I have. This is why I know who I am: imperative, creative, confident, and determined to do the things